Yes, she's the city we love, she's the best in the world, and there's no place I'd rather be.
And whilst this is the Olympic City, this is not the Olympic course by any means. The Olympic Marathon's going to be on the Sunshine Coast. So to run that, you need to run the Sunshine Coast Marathon. To get there, you need to book accommodation well in advance because it's overly expensive and not plentiful. But this is where we are tomorrow. I'm only doing 21. The groins and the fitness isn't there at the moment, and I have a plan in mind which I'll go through soon enough. But it's going to be just nice and easy day tomorrow. A bit like a training run in so many respects. Finish shoot. Last year I didn't make it that far, but then again I was doing the full. This year I'm only doing the half, as you know. Nice little finish shoot. It is narrow. There is a turnaround point on the road for the half marathon, so that's where we start, the other side of the fence. And they got a nice big members stand to boot. Be pretty full by the time we get in, but even though I think the half and the full guys start together, so yeah. So yeah, by the time I finish at about 2:30, I've got to be very mindful of the winner coming through the chute, because if I run to schedule and finish at 2 hours and 30, I've got to be very careful. I've seen this tent too many times in the last few races over the last 2 years. So I guess success tomorrow will be avoiding that.
Start out on the road.
An all-important course.
Over the bridge,
over the bridge twice by the looks of things.
All the way down.
Got to remember we go a long way down.
On the back, on the front.
So we go over the bridge, down,
Underneath.
through some tunnels. There's a tunnel in there somewhere.
That's a really short
On the river walk, which is always unnerving. I've run that a few times. Through New Farm. Little hill up there from what I recall, and a little downhill. About the 10k mark, which is I think just off this, I just came off the bridge the first time. Probably about there is when I'm probably going to drop off a little bit. That drink station there will be perfect. So we run the first 10 pretty hard, and then as hard as possible, and then we're just cruising from there. Well, this half marathon we've actually got a pack. Not much of a pack, but it's a pack nonetheless. Nice little carry bag, might use that for my shopping. Of course, got the race number, of course, which goes onto the kit. And yes, I have packed my things there, so it's all good. Sponsors visor. It's been a while since I actually got a visor. We've generally gone for caps recently, but they've gone to visor this time. Something I probably won't use too much, but it might come in handy one time or another. Another good old plastic water bottle. The environmentally conscious will be thinking, oh no, we can't have a plastic water bottle. But anyway, and we got the shirt. Now the shirt, it's got the Marathon Festival thing on the front. And it's a fairly generic design. Story bridge on the front. We'll show you that in all its glory later. And then on the back, it's just got logo, sponsors logo. Oh my God, BHP, can't have that. Oh, McDonald's, fattening. All that sort of thing. But I know I'm mocking it, but there you go. Brisbane logos all over it because it is Brisbane. So that will probably go in a collection. It's not much of a pack, and of course the all-important pins, can't forget those. So that's pretty much what it is. It's not much, but it's something. It's a little something, and I mean, people are happy with just a little something. I think marathoners get something a little bit more than that, and then they got 10Ks get a little bit less than that. Don't even get some won't get the shirt, but that's all right. That is basically the pack for Brisbane. of a rush job, but we're about to get going. It's running a bit late, but because it's 6 o'clock start, it's nearly 5 o'clock now, so I've got to hurry up. It's about 20 odd minutes to the start line, so I've got to hustle. But thankfully I don't have to do bag drops, so that's going to be an advantage. Anyway, it's going to be fun. I'm going to treat it that way, so yeah, we'll see how things go. It's so late, I can already walk along the course that they've already closed off. So I've got to keep my wits about me. So the plan is to go relatively hard at 10k, and I think I'll position myself in a reasonable position to do that. So we're just going to move forward towards the start. But yeah, and then after that we'll dance to the music and just take it nice and easy. I want a good 10k and then we'll worry about the rest afterwards.
3, 2, 1, and our wheelies are away. Well done, Brisbane. 1 minute to go, guys, 1 minute. 10 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and they're away. I'm massive proud.
We've finally crossed the start line. It's taken us nearly 6 minutes. I get, if I was in South Africa, it'd be already across the start line now, even if I'll be at the back of the pack. In that direction. But now, into the tunnel. It's a nice looking tunnel too. Let's just take it reasonably easy. We're at 2k in, so 19 to go. Markers there. Probably should have a prize for quickest bridge crossing, but I haven't been finding sponsors. Can't do that in this day and age. Everyone's going bust. On we go. I don't know if this is a regular feature of my vids. So let's go across the bridge. But if we look hard to the left, we'll see the leaders flash by very shortly. As I said yesterday, the pace I'm going, I've got to be very mindful of the winners coming through. Good photo bombed, of course, but I'll be taking away the glory. Not quite embarrassing, but there you go. So I'm sure we're supposed to stay in the middle somewhere. There'll be guys coming the other way surely. You can just about hear whistles in the background. the turning point's a fair way down, so I mean for the shortest races, the 10 and the 5, the 13 points not far away, but on these ones, as we look at the Olympic City, 2032. And here they come, here come the leaders. They're probably going at some ridiculous pace. Pace bikes, they'll get a nice round of applause. There's another pace bike. Don't worry about those in the path there, recreation, there they go. Group of 2. Just a group of 2, it's not really a massive group. They're the 4:30 marathon paces alongside to the right, to the left, sorry. I'm guessing they're more half litres than full litres coming through at this stage. So in the distance, on the right hand side, there's some game spectators. Just in the distance, I'm not sure if you can see it through the crowd, but that's the Story Bridge Hotel, and the number of times I've passed that in summer train in January. There's a temperature down the bottom that says 30 plus. All you just think is, oh, really? But today, it's a nice temperature. Bit of cloud, not a lot of breeze. It's one of those days where it's ideal for football, if not a little humid. But that's Brisbane for you. That's Queensland. You got to expect it. The temperature says 20 degrees. Nice. So we've left the part behind us where the marathon finished last year because of injury. We're just over the 5k mark, so we're just taking it nice and easy. There's no heroes. Nice and steady, as you can see. Plenty of mates around me, so I won't finish this alone, that's for sure. Well, I might, but that's a fair way away. We've got 16 to go, so take it nice and simple. Get through this, what amounts to be a training run, and we'll go from there. Okay, so there's about 8k's to go. Just over 8.5, oh, just under even. So a lot of guys going in and out. We're just taking it easy now. This is all part of the plan. I was always planning to take it easy, despite their attempts. We'll take it easy this next bit, run when we need to, and just get the K's in. That's all it is. Things are looking pretty good. That's the 4:45 pace just ahead to the full marathon, so I'm not in the worst possible shape, but things are looking alright. We'll just take a nice and steady approach to it. We'll get home in an hour and everything will be fine. That's the plan. So 6k left, 5k left, sorry, we're at 16 now, just about. It's about this time I should disclose that I've had issues with my legs again. Bloody football. I've had calf and quad issues. And 2 weeks ago, as we pass the fan club, 2 weeks ago I couldn't even walk. Blew out a quad, blew out a calf, couldn't even walk, struggled to even get to work. The quad feels pretty good now. The calf is probably what's caused me a bit of angst. It's a bit sore and tired, despite the fact I'm wearing the long tights, as you can see. I'm wearing the long tights today. So, rather than have strap about 17 individual body parts up, which will take ages, so we're just going to take it very easy now. The calf's starting to cry enough. We'll trot the odd section. There's another section I want to show you that I probably will trot, so at least save something for that and then some for the finish. But we're at the stage now where we're close enough to walk to the finish and be satisfied. So just a couple of k's out. Calf's feeling second hand, but I'm not feeling sorry for myself because I've seen there are other runners on the course are in much worse state than I am. We're past passing the Marriott, nearly inside the last 2k. In essence, the Marriott's where they had in the last couple, in 2021, well, let's just say virtual imprisonment. Let's just say that. I think we know what we're talking about if I'm saying that. The good news is we're almost in the last K. The calf is feeling very ordinary at the moment, so hence that's why I'm going fairly pedestrian. But like I kept saying, we're at a stage where it's pointless pulling out because we're too close to the finish. And when you're too close to the finish, you can just walk home and feel rather satisfied with the workout, because that's all it was. That's all that is. It's a workout. It's not really a race per se. The big ones will come later in the year. We've got Gold Coast in a month, so this will do me a bit of good for it. In fact, here it is. Here's the 20k mark for the full. So we're about to head towards Customs House. We're doing some redevelopments on the river path down there. Not sure if you can see it down there. I think it's a little bit further up. Just doing some redevelopment down there. And this was planned before the Olympic bid, so.
Hurry up. You gotta run. No time to talking.
Yeah, easy for them to say. Well, I hope I can let them tell the story. Yeah. So there's the 20k mark that's passing now. One more key to go. So this is what I was talking about. I mean, this building, they're building up a big tower in that area behind the fence there. On the other side of that, there was no side of the fence down below down Riverside. It was a very popular path, ferry terminal, plenty of runners and walkers alike, and scooter riders, of course, and cyclists. Very busy path, that's right. Busy path, and cyclists were use it all the time, and soon enough, with another bridge going in as well, another pedestrian bridge going on to Kangaroo Point on the other side of the river, it's going to be even more popular when this is finished. And speaking of development, New Stars just about built. The bridge linking that to this side of the river is just about complete. There's a lot of bridges, so there's going to be no excuse to be able to get to the other side of the river, which means the other bridges, like this one, like these two, are going to be less congested coming up in the near future. Oh, there's a familiar voice. We've heard this one before.
Good job. Sprint, buddy, sprint.
I am. Oh, camera. Better run for the cameras.
And the 469 Martin Stolchanovsky, Jack Shepherd, Ryder Charles, David Hunt, and Darren Vogler.